Oh! Hello! My name is Wesley Mountford, and this is Storytime. This is a YouTube channel where I read out my very own stories, so please just sit back, relax. It's story time. This tale is called October 31st. It was a cold and numb night. Frost glistened off the pavements due to the moonlight. 12 years on this earth, and I had never seen such a beautiful moon, so bright and gigantic, but yet so far away. Tonight, however, was special, for it was the 31st of October, Halloween. Now, the way a true story begins is from the beginning, so let me take you back earlier in the day, approximately 5 hours ago. I rushed like something possessed into Big Sam's costume shop. Sam was a fat oaf with a twitch in his left eye. He smiled pretty bad too. He did, however, always seem happy to see me. He would always lean forward whenever I would enter the shop, and his mouth would begin to dribble. I had eyed up a very specific costume for the past week. I had Fat Sam preserve it me. He did, but at a cost. My mouth still feels tangy. I had spent all of my well-earned pocket money on a Gollum suit from the amazing Star Wars rip-off, The Lord of the Rings. I thought that if I looked like a pale anorexic, I could get more sweets than the other kids in my area. Yes, the good old sympathy act. I arrived at home. Mum had a black eye as usual, and Dad was knocked out on the sofa. I'm guessing Mum won. I went upstairs to my room, and I waited like a hunter, watching his prey in the scope of his rifle. That was earlier in the day, so now let's talk about Halloween night. I approached the edge of the cul-de-sac. There were mounts and mounts of kids running and raising a ruckus. Old Bill the homeless didn't seem to mind. I had heard that night that ancient Mrs. Johnson was giving out Kinder Eggs, my favourite tasty treat. That was the first house to knock on, and would also be the last. I knew with Mrs. Johnson being old, that her hearing isn't quite what it used to be. So if I was going to get a Kinder Egg, I would have to knock a bit louder. And after 5 attempts to get the old bat's attention, and near enough kicking her door in, the miserable goat opened the door. She looked me up and down, smiled, and said, "Oh, little Michael Brown. Happy Halloween." I thought to myself, she best not die before she gives me my worth. Already she's wasting time, more hers than mine. I changed the tone of my voice and asked her for my prize. "Trick or treat, Mrs. Johnson. Can I have my Kinder Egg?" She then replied to me with the most heartbreaking words I had ever heard. "Oh, I'm sorry, little love. I haven't got any Kinder Eggs left. You will have to have a twirl." I shook my head in disappointment. "But I don't like twirls," I said with a psychotic tone. She then said, "Oh, I am ever so sorry. Better luck next year, eh?" The violin in my head finally snapped. We both knew that she wasn't going to make it to the next year, and I wouldn't be able to have my egg. So then I pile-drived her, and she broke a rib, the third one up. I then curb-stomped her and ran home. I knew that I was done for. I knew that I was to be grounded, but I was even more shocked when they said 25 years with no possibility of parole. I cried in my cell. I cried in the showers with the other big fellow inmate behind me, and did this for 25 years. I am now 37, and it's the 31st of October. Happy Halloween. And that is the end of our tale. What a sad ending for Michael Brown. The good news, however, is I'll be doing many more of these stories as the weeks go by. For now, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and look out for more. Thank you.